Felt the storms last night, huh? They were strong. The Obama administration taking some heat over the kind of access it's giving to immigration facilities, or the lack of that access. My next guest is heading to one of those centers on Saturday, but he's been pushing for it for a while. He's Oklahoma Congressman Jim Bridenstine, member of the House Armed Services Committee. And sir, welcome here to America's Newsroom. Good morning. I guess you were turned away on the 1st of July. You'll get access on Saturday, is that right? Fort Still in Oklahoma? Tell me about it.
That's correct. We, after being rejected and being told that I could come back on the 21st, we've made a big issue out of this. Now they're saying I can come back on the 12th. They're doing a media day on the 10th. Unfortunately, for both the media day and for my visit, the rules are very stringent. Number one, you can't ask questions. Number two, there can be no recording devices. Number three, you can't talk to any of the staff. You can't talk to the children. You can't talk to the medical personnel. And if you have questions, you can send an email and they'll respond to you via email. And then after the tour, you can't take any pictures, but after the tour, they will send pictures to you. But there can be no pictures during the tour. This is not what we expect in the United States of America. And certainly the media here needs to stand up for itself. And a number of the media outlets in Oklahoma have flat out said, we're not attending given those restrictions.
It's a lot of rules. I mean, I'm left to wonder, what will you be allowed to do?
Well, that's the question. You know, what is it that the media would go for? What is it that a member of Congress would go for if the things that we need to know are being restricted from us finding out? And interestingly, now the president is saying he needs us to immediately, as members of Congress, he needs us to immediately spend $3.7 billion seemingly to expand this program, but he won't give us access to the facilities and he won't let us ask the questions or interview the personnel that are working at these facilities.
It'll be interesting to see if reporters go in on Friday. You're talking about reporters from Oklahoma City and perhaps Tulsa, Oklahoma as well. Question though, turn this around a little bit. Are they trying to protect the kids, or are they hiding something? What's the answer?
That's what they're saying, and they're saying it's to protect the children. But look, why can't we talk to the medical personnel? Why can't we talk to the staff, the child care providers? Why can't we hear the stories of the people who are suffering in these facilities? There are stories of young folks that are streaming across the border. By the way, you can't tell me the border is secure when 10-year-olds are streaming across it. But some of the stories are of abuse and human trafficking. The stories of these kids coming here is tragic. And interestingly, it's a direct result of having an open border on the south side of our country. And it's a direct result of the president advertising to the world that he'd like to give you citizenship if you're in our country illegally. This is what has created the crisis. Now the president wants us to spend $3.7 billion, and it seems like it's going to expand the program, and there's not a dollar in here to secure the border. The Secure Fence Act of 2006 said specifically you have to have 100% operational control of the southern border. We only have 44% operational control. That's where we need to be addressing the problem, not expanding current programs.
Just one more point. I know you got a big problem with all the rules, and perhaps they'll change and maybe they won't. We will see, I guess, on Friday, then again on Saturday. Regardless of the rules, will you still go to pay a visit?
I am going. I am absolutely going.
Because you were turned away the last time, right?
Yes, I was turned away on the 1st. They told me I could come back on the 21st. We've made a big issue of the fact that I have to wait 3 weeks. I'm a federal representative of the people. This is a federal facility on federal property, and they're saying I can't come for another 3 weeks. Now we finally got them to capitulate that I can come on the 12th, which is still too long. But here's the thing. We need unfettered access, and when a member of Congress, when a representative of the people wants to show up at one of these facilities, we shouldn't be rejected or turned away seemingly for political purposes. This should be transparent, it should be open. If you're a foster parent, you have visits from professionals, unannounced. There's no reason members of... Yeah, absolutely.
Sir, listen, we're going to keep in touch with you. Jim Bridenstine, thank you for your time today. We'll bring you back on Monday, okay?